What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is February the 10th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as data points, not a whole lot today. So it's going to be more of a reflection day, looking at what happened last week, what is coming this week. In addition to that, futures are looking a little bit better than what it was at like 1 a.m. So Dow is up 0.6, S&P up 0.65, and NASDAQ is up 0.88. A lot of that is because of Trump's new tariff. So there's a lot of hype starting to build associated to that. So he did impose a 25% tariff on all imports associated to steel and aluminum. So pretty good stuff in general. So that's markets really loving that. Aside from that though, fear and greed index is improving. So I don't know if it's actually correlated or if it's correct or not, but something to keep in mind. Moving on from here, Sofi is piggybacking off of the optimism in the market, moving up 0.8. They do have the fireside chat coming out tomorrow, so nothing really planned for today. No news, nothing like that. Aside from that, 12.27% of the free float is being shorted. So anticipate shorts to most likely return, and they'll probably be relatively quiet up until a lot of key data points this upcoming week. That's where they might get a little bit more active, similar to pretty much last week. Some key points to watch for with that: 1502, trading between this S1 and this S2. So 1532 is going to be that next strong target / resistance. 1491 is going to be the next strong support, which it kind of did land on Friday. So in my opinion, I think you might actually have a run up to this S1. Probably not enough to get above it, but it might bounce off of that and kind of just linger around there. But moving on, you have SMCI. So this stock, even though there hasn't been all that much in news, there is some level of FOMO that's kind of happening, even though essentially it is kind of a lotto play for their upcoming earnings, and that is coming out tomorrow after hours. Estimates 75 cents for the earnings per share, 5.94 billion for the revenue. So I think in general this one is going to move up higher, but probably not as high as what a lot of people are kind of thinking. I think a lot of people are starting to throw out some crazy numbers like 70. I don't see that being feasible. Shorts haven't really done anything, but 16.8% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 84 million shares overall are being shorted. And just recently, you can kind of see just there hasn't been all that much that's been going on. So yeah, let me know your viewpoint on that. But some support and resistance points for you to kind of take note of. With it at $38.56, it is trading right above this R2. So 38.39 is going to be a strong support. Just watch for that. 35.72 is going to be the following support, and then 42.70 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. I don't see that R3 being touched whatsoever. Most likely it's just going to flirt with this R2 throughout the day, possibly just close above that slightly. So that's just my viewpoint. Moving on, BBAI definitely gaining some pretty good momentum. So over the last 1 month alone, it is up 107.49%, not encumbering this 6.75% after hours move. And no news, no SEC filings to justify that, just a lot of hype. And I think this is why, going back over here, this is very wrong. Definitely wrong, because people's appetite for risk is on the table, apparent with this stock. But as far as shorts, 21.46% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 39.05 million shares overall are being shorted. Utilization 94.85. Shorts have been really tame with this stock for whatever reason. They haven't really done all that much. So you can kind of just see they kind of kept around that 20% range for the last since looks like last month for the most part, beginning or mid-January. So yeah, this definitely is a interesting stock, and shorts aren't really doing all that much. So you could see it continue to run higher. But with it at $9.22, looking at the classic, it is trading between this R3 and this R2. So 1170 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. $7.67 is going to be the next strong support. So clearly, I don't see either being touched, but most likely, given the momentum, you could see this R3 being touched first. But that's just my viewpoint, of course. Ticker is MBOT, so it is down 8.63%, 43 million market cap, and they did announce a 13 million direct offering, and that was done this morning. And so that's what's prompting the market to pull back, because similarly, this is was a big momentum play, but nothing I hate more than seeing a company finally building some good momentum, probably higher than that they've ever been or ever thought they'd be, and then they dilute. So, and nothing kills momentum more faster than that. But 21.36% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 3.3 million shares. Shorts, on the other hand, opposite to BBAI, shorts are very reactive. They've been definitely doubling down, went from about 6% short interest to 22% from, it looks like, mid-January to where it is now. So something to take note of. With at 225 this morning, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 221 will be a absolute key support level that you really want to watch for it to hold. Possibly I could see that being touched, and then flip side 298 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. I don't see that being touched. With the market momentum, I do see a little bit of a recovery with this, but not to where it'll close green, in my opinion. And then last but not least, NIO gaining some pretty good momentum. Couple of things that's really moving it is you have good technicals, and it's kind of funny as it is, the demise of Tesla. So more and more negative articles are coming out about Tesla. So I think NIO's just piggybacking off of that. No news, no SEC filings, no speculative things came out over the weekend. You did have inflation data coming from China, which wasn't necessarily all that great on a side note, as you can kind of see. I'll pull this up. So from China, inflation year over year came in at 0.5, forecast was 0.2, month over month 0.7, forecast 0.6. So not all that great. Shorts, on the other hand, are usually fairly active, so they like to suppress it during the actual market day. But 11.67% of the free floats being shorted. And basically, if you're looking at trading it though, with that 433, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 407 is going to be a strong support. 441 will be that next strong target / resistance. And that's the 50-day moving average, roughly around that period as well. And 50-day moving average in NIO's case is very, very important. So let me know your viewpoint on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that's floating your boat? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. One final thing, if you're looking for buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto, many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.